Come on, I need to be artist like that. I know the performer being like the record division sport now. The kind of big now. I mean, I need to show them like I mean, the like generally just because you do everything for you now, videos, everything like you sponsor your every project. So mostly, come out only here now. But bad deal for lawyer penalty. Contract, record label contract.
Most of the time, they are legal.
Details get in the pump. And you need to understand. Just because most people go break it down into.
No, yeah. She lawyer, Shaku's good lawyer.
I don't know, at the end of the day, signing, then we start blowing the market. I live on channel. Papa, you're reading royalties, maybe I don't get benefits from.
Ako nyam ka kun meri gilan ka performer ka when the effects.
Most leading, I really artists know you have to look for lawyers. I will read the video. These are just because I want free project.
So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the 23 podcast live on 23 TV. I go by the name MJ, and I'm your host as usual. Like I always say, on this space, it's always about entertainment and fun and discussing the pertinent and hot issues in our entertainment and showbiz industry. And just like always, today is not going to be different. Today I'm with my usual guest, and we have a very hot issue to discuss, something that has been trending in the last few weeks. And I mean, it has brought around a lot of controversies, and so many conspiracy theories have come from it. So today, my usual guests are here, and they are just going to help me as we discuss those issues. I think that was last month. Nigeria lost one of their finest artists, Mohbad. Rest in peace to him. After he passed away, there has been so many controversies and conspiracies surrounding his death. So many people are bringing their ideas as to what happened. But then before he died, he was signed under Malian Music, under Naira Marley. And after he left the record label, there has been alleged issues of intimidation and sabotage by his record label, to the extent that he tried committing suicide. So today we are going to look into record labels and what artists and record label bosses go through. So I don't know. I'll start with Ryder. So I don't know, Bene. Well, welcome to you guys, and Neto Swahla. Kachi, yesterday was the Damba Festival. I think we met there. So a happy Damba Festival to you all and our lovely viewers. So I don't know. Under Mohbad, when you heard of Mohbad's death, what was your initial feeling?
Well, I really felt sad. Because someone that is just at the verge of maybe under malfeasance can you can to reality. At that point, can you know good time? It was so sad, bro. But looking at the issues that were moving around, we've not had.
It's still under investigation. Yeah,
it's really hard to know what the whole issue is about, even though like we have issues coming up that it was because of even the record label. All those things happen. So I really felt sad really bad.
So Bonnie, I don't know. You see, record labels. It looks like over the years we have seen so many people leave record labels, and most of the time when they leave, there are always problems. Come out, so could be record label. One thing you record label, you don't hear any good thing. It's either someone wants to cheat the other, or so Bonnie, or someone is being ungrateful.
I think
Lamuna.
I mean, and if you come to look at it, it's like everybody wants to be smart. It means that when you're not smart, man, you can't work together.
Yeah, so Shekubolo, man.
You are together and you want to all act smart, you can't work together. Because from the issues we've had in the past weeks or years, you get to understand that maybe artist man, but one of you smart on recording, very recording man, like you want to outsmart the artist. So looking at it that way, share so that you can move forward together.
I don't know. So I don't know. after he left the record label, I think they were in court, no record label, but they were going back and forth in court, and he made certain allegations. I think to the extent that he said show promoters that will throw shows back, and to him he said it was because probably your manager Mada Chemka or record label they made most of the show promoters red flag him or something. I don't know. In this part of our country, I don't know if you have heard of issues like that. Nothing.
No, man, I don't know.
Because
But maybe you like artist in a mirror record label. Owner is man like problem. Always like artist need to cheat label man. La we are kana la issues concerning mobile.
But I do believe that he also made he cited certain things like when the record label man, there was a favorite between he and Sinoliski. Pamala Nairamali that boy Sinoliski. I don't know if you have if you like Incube record label. I don't know if you have heard things like that. KB record label.
Maybe like maybe la kora feel
yeah, Karpala.
Yeah. Be shade da go wrong. But I want to feel that at the palela. I mean to learn you lela. Understand? But on you not yes and maura. The true. Alle the manna Yamani be Yamani there and a bearing. Because me attention man attended to suit.
Yeah.
The attention was always on
Zinoliski. And even it's alleged that
but I mean, like he was pushing himself and then
it's even alleged that Nairamari doesn't look up to Zino. That's what they said. Zino is married to him.
I live between me and one for Zino this man no bad. But I live Zino's brand
potential. Yeah, they were.
So I mean, not only record label like it's a business,
yeah,
business they are there to. But what I lost, they are there to bring artists and make profits out of it. So once that we need a couple of artists sign onto it or under they figure everything out.
Yeah, potential. Yeah.
Most often, like. But short term direction like is one to that person.
Yeah.
Even how long like believe me, so that one put in for European music.
Yeah, they put priority. Yeah.
And we hit it up. So then later, so we did a mobile did not feel like he was left out.
Yes. I think Benny, I watched one of by Francis Gadam. I watched one of Fadlan's interview, and in the interview he mentioned about Banda Bay under DMTL. It got to a time he felt that they were paying more attention to a particular artist than the other artists might feel like they are paying attention to him. Because Toba feel like they are paying attention to this artist. So that assume and it turned out like Kala and that until they met with boss Bazang Bashir, Kadins Bafila. But then Anyundele like most of these record labels, mostly there are problems. Like Sony to go in, there's going to be an issue. Do you think it's from some of book contracts haven't signed up? Maybe
yeah, exactly. I ain't killing with contracts in Delay. Between the Shaka and Trama. I need my mom never understand and travel Shama, the Tunabu lawyer.
Yeah. Then
we read it out loud in Yaramata. Bangs on the amount. But immediately I'm a bank. Kassan.
Yeah.
Kabish Shakam to go on in Babylon. Little balls around my lawyer, Malu.
Yeah.
That's on the time in that sign. Yes. I agree him, I mean, this sign, I agree him. So everything like didn't see ever got down, but up to together. For imagine that sign.
I mean, I'm breaching contracts, man.
I'm breaching.
I'm breaching one.
Mostly, I need to artists by the time. I know that performer being like a record musician sport now. The kind of big I mean, I need to swallow when like.
Yeah.
I mean, generally just because do everything now, videos, everything like they sponsor your every project. So mostly, I don't hear now. But bad deal and lawyer penalty. Record label contract.
Most of the they are legal.
Come on, details made in the pump. You need to understand. Just because most people will break it down into.
No, yeah. She lawyer, Shaku's good lawyer.
I don't know, at the end of the day, signing, then we start blowing the maga. I do a channel. Papa, you're eating royalties, maybe I don't get benefits from.
Ako inyam ka kun meri gilan ka performer ka when you be effective.
Most leading, I really artists know you have to look for lawyers. I will be the vineyard. These are just because I want free project.
But record label
They
sleep.
are smart. They're smart.
Very, very smart.
I'm hungry.
Oh my son, I'll be around.
Then nang me meet me several times can meet me to complain later.
We was my problems.
Yeah.
Doesn't get no previous projects in my.
Yeah.
I recently Nigeria my Rhino.
Yeah, fine.
We record living out my issues. Chocolate city.
Am I yeah, chocolate.
No one that you not to complain about. But that crucial ice cream in the children. That was
very good at
then they promised him this and that. At the end of the day, that was the chicken contractor. So recording one, like easy.
Even some year of
Fireboy, well, but I think Fireboy better come a low time. That time can second.
Yeah, I mean, it could be good. Definitely, she something like envy again. So come out so bad in the competition. So bad at the time, what feeling come out like this person is gaining attention. I have sometimes it's not even about artist man. If you come to look at the man like fans man.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah. Artist man to win and to compete.
Artist man want to win. Come deep down into it. Then you conclude that who wants to win. But we go through like maybe don't do through great process but no when you know woman come watch it be
It's all about emotions in there.
In that you don't let your emotions come
forth in there. Either artists might be little balls in man.
You see, I don't know, from what I've come across, I think mostly when there are record labels, each artist in the record label has their manager. I think I've seen something like that. So there are right channels to push through your complaints. Kadidi nan kadi do social media. And cannot hear social media. Problem have been solved with social media. Exactly. And you see, come out, I don't look here, man. It's a contract. You have a contract with the record label. Most of the record labels, you see, you have something like there's an outline within this year. This is the number of tracks you are going to work on. This is the number of shows you are going to headline. So you have to follow it. So artists so many need to obey the same record label, but you come at different contracts. So what you have to do in situations like that, you have a contract. What does it say in my contract? Then you have a record label manager man breach in contract man. You can take him on. But they do not social media
when you're recording the so can like what the this in the contract is all about.
You see,
you understand?
Ignorance to the law is not an excuse. It's not an excuse.
You understand?
So you know that would mean there is no rights in without.
Exactly.
But
so the project boss man.
No.
You need to wait. Contract man it's now. Maybe
Sometimes
I want to extend it. I'm bored.
Exactly.
And the ball the show. How ball the
I'm selling Zoma. Boy, man, I said, you know, fast and I not.
Yeah.
Let me push he had his time. Yeah, I am a musician, probably. But my life election, I told you in the wrong era.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like era, wrong era. Even though we are good. I probably don't be vampire, you know. Look what I'm picking that one to do jump. I said, you do that jump.
No. I should go back 2 years.
He was very good.
Yeah.
Champo probably marketing, mommy,
Yeah.
So he had his time. It's not that. Only Asha take it to me. Asha take him in a different era. That blew and he was lucky enough. That was sell food to me.
Yeah.
So Eres on Punye. I am. Yeah,
man, so come to era. Come on, I could catch you. It's just like Toronto football is on. Our past Ronaldinho, Banoa. If you come to me, the other time they were very, but the era they came in, last that well.
Lara di kana. Competition.
Now, so we may ball there, but we
Aye.
What do you call as like a time mama, don't miss your bank of Yara, but you Yala, Una, Rema, I mean, a few of them could have accepted.
Globally man.
Saranya, Una,
Joe Boy.
the mayor.
Leo Cash. And they're all doing exactly. So competition man.
Era like
Yeah.
Carmela, I will put you like he was doing.
Some other than Ricardo Banks. Mavens. Don't matter that itself, but some other. Don't just not.
Artiste Shabanda,
And the Mavens, yeah.
I understand, but blue,
But blowing, yeah, I don't know. Cardinal man on board time. I'm currently. I started. Man, when I be let down.
the way they work on their artists is that terrible.
Yeah, I go to 2 hours. It's very hard.
They limit them. I'm not going to be barrel tracks.
I don't know. So let's look at now, like in northern region here. Sidika, Benin, record labels and things, but we have artists that are on multiple management, like multiple artists are under single management. I think sometime Gafach mean Makasi were under, I don't know whether it's 69 Entertainment or Zola Music, so it's like
it's just a movement.
but they were under the same thing. So Gafachi was under, I say Zola Music, Base 69 Entertainment, something like that. And he left because he had issues. Some of them they were pushing Makasi more than they were better support to do. And since he left, after he dropped an album, a very nice album. He really answered that big album, man. Pam. Women Wish Child, I'm like Random Nights. Women Fatland. Women Fancy Garam. Very nice songs on the album. The album was mad, but they don't call them man. And
So yeah, but
so don't you think that? So Anulia, would it have been better if he addressed issues better, but still stayed under management, under the team?
okay, even without a team, my film no na to no because my feeling the whole humanitarian background.
Yeah.
Man, Shapuji record label man, but like our record label in a strong
Yeah.
got succeed.
That's succeeding.
I understand yeah, bro. So like maybe your mama no talk with you, Shaka, and say, oh, don't pay start mass.
Slow
Like,
artist,
yeah,
no
and-
record label.
That way, man. Oh, I told them form a new team. The one that mean old team Malankana. I told form a new team. Tawafi Yaranga. Maybe Kapanya and
Borsha,
and
yeah.
Hey, sort of relaxing. Come out, you couldn't know like Ila, maybe Kabai. Then you go put out down with me. Even bigger artists in the Barak too much more. Understand it?
Concerning the factory issue, I come out to hear now. Mostly like my older government maybe the team that I never understand. So come down and me like the team boss one and so that was my guess. So you under that kind of team, I'll be under that kind of team. That will make it known to them. Probably I will need support. So
Yeah. That could do an
artist, man. Being can build, so it can be an shadows, no.
Yeah, and yeah.
Maybe I know that you have to find that way, man. That will make it known to them.
And book combination than mad.
Like how Makas to make the fight.
Book combinations was very mad.
So my banding team, paperwork kind of.
Paperwork
So once start to clean out to make a leading accusations, they don't give you support. My love boss, boss, and that's my task. So even if you go to you wouldn't get some
Support.
Now maybe personal friends from the team.
No, but I be like, oh, though my guys were no privilege, can you chance? But I'm not tired of ball.
No, but it's like the main
because
the main artist.
the fight number you get a mama back. I don't spend a single. So mostly like.
But
I talk
Zola music.
I talk to our character like insecurity that I'm
Gafach.
but they come on. Oh, can start silly.
Yeah.
Come back to Nanka.
Literally, but I understand.
Yeah.
But I can't see.
And I think Nando's got a bill and the lab.
Another guy I go back to complain about like the same. I don't know whether it's man. What the guy about but main art that can hear
Exactly.
So whatever he says or he is doing,
But
that's more
attention.
support. That might more support from them than
Any other
any other artist. Understand? So that was just why man. Maybe he should have maybe doing to them. Oh, but you want to be shot with smile. I want to do this.
But the thing is, yeah, so like, is it that usually we are hearing things like artists in the man are ungrateful. Then record label or let's say record label okay for one record labels you can so just say management man. And most of the managements are also making complaints that okay, management might an artist man are ungrateful. Then the artists are also laying certain complaints. Is it that I don't know what the actual information on the ground is, like the actual issue. Because so many management there's always that issue of ungratefulness, man. So the meaning on that then Kotipa and Blue Babe and Shao, then Kapazu. Even the southern part, I think Black Unda Black Omino management, the management started with they had similar issues. Onda ku Blue in the Malaka, Empire Korea in Chiang Mai was going to one of the Bena Boy in Beyila Mari mix man. It's a Kupa movie. Then his manager came out with so many accusations, things like that. So I don't know, is that management man, they're always demanding a lot. They artists no man couldn't ungrateful. Like simply put, let's just put it that way.
Black owned issue. Mostly, like if I come out, we have my lab time, we don't have information to come. And I put my lab management.
Yeah.
Artists my lab time to like wait to people share like you know put to learn.
I could learn. You can't hold. You could learn
I understand it, but Himalayan not the passion, then the bigger ones. Like I understand. I go to run. I go to manage a black come out empire and the promotion. Project shall be because you are not keeping up with that. I understand it. So you should have come out black with this, like that to me. But now believe me like they were being cheated. Come out black.
Carrying over.
Man, now they should have like come out agreement. Oh, can I them just just be around.
Because
you understand?
for me personally, I feel that record label Beshama is an investment. In a show, like if you are going to have a show, the artist shouldn't be paying for the show again. The record label should be taking some of those expenses, travel expenses, and an artist like Blackpool on that zone to part level. Will I just say you can't be handling an international act with 100,000 budgets in the month? Like in the Arza get 100,000, be 200,000.
I'm born in China, like Zienye come out, my own Pamia. Maybe like I spend blowing my upfront at time, man. I said, the amount to learn manager. The sooner of Balero, because business nearly, you can't invest, because no cannot. Oh, didn't you have contracts now? Now, one night, the American big come out, take down. Let's not connection, my upper junction, the young people. But the Shabina, the Shabin was going to go for me. Come out India, I don't know.
You can always man contract them but can you main
sports come on, Abu Kundra Johnson, so like, but today go, my mom, so come the
share.
Exactly like Kalashia man of can legal money.
Exactly.
In Draco's case, Draconia Bungo, that the way out there,
Robin now.
You see, but sometimes I want to believe that sometimes record label, man, some of them always feel cheated. But then I think it's the normal thing. Not a part state changa. Near chang O2. People told you O2.
I mean, I government shouldn't drop the person totally.
No, even we can drop you totally, but we both still benefit.
Let's be honest.
If you are dropping me totally and I don't pay, come on,
no, not to drop at all, but you still benefit.
But in this case,
in that case, you are still going to get something.
You can't drop me totally.
No, I understand. but they buy people out of contracts.
Yeah.
They buy people out of
But
contracts.
I don't want to buy him out of that contract. Then that means that my label might buy him benefit.
Exactly. But in certain cases, I think most of record label man, I think the part where it's like another song do Marco to buy and blue capas or catch recently on Twitter. Come artist man, really. I think that was Mr. Easy. Mr. Easy was signed under him. Can Mr. Easy? Dami Rainbow. Mr. Easy was under him. Want to buy and blue. No coach to do risk it. Me David.
My boy, can't call me with that. Yeah, no, I do phone me. Mr. Easy Milan. Then I come back. Yamoli Minasha can we?
Yeah.
I put some song with public at the end of the day. Hitting our manager.
Yeah.
Then that come through the ungratefulness in artists.
Artists no matter because
mostly it's not their fault.
But
It's not their
don't
fault.
rule out the fact that some artists are really angry.
No, the piano.
The artists don't even come back to our the mauna is so dirty.
Just accept it.
Should I drop a shot? Then you blew.
Exactly. That's how I feel. Because my Bishop Benia, come on, I no Kubjani. Come on, close I no Kubjani. Then probably I'm an artist. That Kubjani maybe can carry record label, can show stadium, can hear your own born in show stadium. I can't fund it alone. There's a song man with Ladama.
Yeah.
Kadang tasho man nagi, then probably can you in ya. Then you're pang me, can you in ya. Maybe kapa have been shall be in your like tamame. Can chang. Can't pay no show, let's say bukum. Can blind yelia, maybe can you sponsorship, come blind yelia, song me ma, campaign sponsorship, can chant no show man. I don't think I'm being ungrateful.
You are being ungrateful.
No,
You're not
I'm
done
being
it yet.
No, I'm not saying be yellow. I'm not cannot to ala arena atma.
But no, don't put you in a contract, man.
No, I understand it, Chama. Daniela, you saw mommy as friends. It's not like we are under any contract.
At least you
Yeah,
should inform
something
them.
here, man.
You inform
No. Then that will my artist. I can't get over Yama. You don't understand the point I'm making. This is a bien mechanic Zore.
Yes.
Come on, your artist, man.
You should involve them.
You should
Okay, song man.
Okay.
Well,
Check out your contract. Maybe they depending on contract you don't sign, man. Because
I'm saying, there's no contract. There's no contract. You could song man. Because now most of the artists around the northern region, well, that's how this cat is. Like I'm known that.
Didn't you think that I needed to have Come on, Demi Queen, I don't think Demi Queen that should sign a mistake. We could believe that maybe he had money.
Kasong.
Top song mistakes. At the end of the day, we could believe in
Because annually most of the lang kunyeli, wrestling the north here. You could be and make contract shell can cover song the taba, go to papa level shell. And honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong. Sometimes Anzora, you have to
let go.
can't mean so comes down to chang. You have to let go of some apart from I mean band too tight. So when I think sometimes I'm feeling me artist no about garba me ya. Sometimes. But I don't be any
Okay, I do put artist shop, women shop couldn't too close, but still they drop them.
You
At
see,
the end of the day, the entire come live like that. What to blame now? He doesn't come back. And come on here, come back, man. We learn to about some kind of appreciation we love the ass.
but
We go on to play like we so real cool.
your man sometimes na ang pale siya kan love trenches man but harame.
No,
But
it's not really too much. But
No, but being a be an envy. Like you just be there, kab ablu kat palam na kabinyera am bumpanyera ma. They are feeling like a certain level of envy towards you. Temina anda kubala kayin tipa league. Well, I think
It depends on how you relate to them.
so. Yeah, I don't.
Okay, maybe mostly la ungrateful tag man. Then to give nice some okay, un song.
Yeah.
Untuk song hai ba katanan clear. Kaso
Kaso
song.
Yeah.
Understand ya? Kataku kana na ba song ba dia. Kambenyele.
Company or something.
Definitely. Hai ba de benyele ma nyu artist ma de tuni ache kampang kama oh. Dalirungo chika benyele. They ignore him.
Yeah, then
I understand it.
And you see-
So maybe the dwelling artist magba agbani related into by sham.
But you see,
ungratefulness.
artists under record labels, I don't know. It's like most of the time in your contracts, now sometimes the fans fail to understand. But being under a record label and being under a contract, there might last certain limitations. I could tell the chance to come to the performer. Assets ni aku to be chak she la ade yina den. Aku to the chance people come to performer. Sometimes yili shangba and be under record label ma anti yira. Yila na ma shangba you don't own them. Recently I saw a post on Twitter and it was about Kwesiata owning ground up. I think only ground up. Problem. And someone was saying that most of Kwesiata, most of the songs he sang under ground up, he doesn't own them.
And what do you call it? But sometimes they special baby and like the Bodela masters. If you go to your masters like Shaka, come on, everything and music made out of Shaka, you own it. I understand that. It happens to solo artists.
Yeah. So
I remember
one only and pay for.
With our masters and masters we go to like post your because distribution you have to find it probably maybe I talk with new solo artists that my team they help you with that but at the end of the day so concerning Kwesiata or you can't be under Ghana that expect from the like Shark and music I know Dina could still they will take their business been in yellow but when I they are there to make profit. So most of the record labels they take most of the armor of people don't take maybe 30% of they armor to artists in
no wala ma inye sign dem pun drum so the more kama for instance Antonio kama artist in the dates ka management ma dates ka fourth dinge maybe the control contract ma fourth Antonio for anything
probably reinvested into and
all the masters is
I want to hear it as well. So I got to be good. He has been with the Twins for a very long time now. But anybody who can know what to manage it inside, the person has up to you understand? Because you can't understand.
Well, but drop a sheba.
He has dropped some people.
Exactly.
But who understand Sheba? They are still with him.
No, you see, it's not about what understanding Shabi. Maybe Omin Bani relationship is different from the others.
Because let's say maybe one to a number shall. But soon the end tolerate the
so you see exactly that's what I'm saying.
Just about understanding.
That's what I'm saying. I think Nzonda be under with his team Kulu Malanga. And I think some time ago, Bramal issues and we all had to like come on with Kulu Malanga. I don't know if he was really like a member of the team. But then Ogbaza later on he mentioned like Obanera song team song Simshanga. On that song fans got song Simshanga and Kotibor fans got songs and he didn't get it in return. So being it's just about Nisa Silman Kunya being well, maybe I don't owe you, but at least but at least the tunangba agbakunang bensha ante delanko bangane you appreciated what he did for you. But when it comes down to contracts, an artist on a record label, he's under a strict contract. Uncle breach contract man, they can take him on. And when take you on, you on the Canada song suma. I can't so much. Right now. Kwesiata be oyila na mpam ground up nsule okutola performele yildum ko performing so come on you be sometimes it looks like record label would I say the disadvantages outweigh the advantages. I don't know, but sometimes you the malala be like
feeling me advantages in some way the disadvantages the guys here.
Yeah.
But in some way positive smart but bien pong.
Yeah.
You know easy that show be
then come
not sure but whether or so you know easy. Can I say apart from the chances got water
opportunities
come terribly.
Most of La record, most of Bansu record label, they have the connections. I think I saw a report in Cabrera Burna Boy record label, Atlantic Records. They're saying they own certain algorithms on YouTube. So that's how come I don't talk about YouTube. And then Burna Boy, be video, be open shout. Be on talk about like streaming sites, they own algorithms in streaming sites. So I can't be more. currently audio mark anto ku mi like audio mark say into ta ad na can you really shelling. So that's how come. So most of the record labels now they have these opportunities for artists. Some of these opportunities are being yelled as an individual act. I think mostly the problem just comes in breaching of contracts. When I'm going through contract, my vein yelling that feeling like you are cheated or something. Nimanaka problems.
Artists know, but like we could jump into record labels and like couple veil. Come on, record label don't just know if the music thing was like and they could DM me and we sign up. And they are all good, like so you to say me that. But I lay Mavis be Marvin be I lay artists about within the mark. The not truth.
Yeah.
Competition there. Sign out cannot know the name. Talk time.
You know, like that's Karimala.
Because outshine than me. Karimala then over that time. At the end of the day, you're not here. You don't just you are so most of artists before I am going to record, we should see potentials, man. And they I didn't jump just because you want to project yourself. I understand.
And I think but they just jump into signing documents and things.
Come on, last week, issues.
Yeah.
Okay, when I last week, contract, my own sign. Because I never read them living here. Last week, one was
signing.
No, read them living here. Make a good lawyer, make a
go truly.
By the end of the day,
issues, yeah, that issues. Because, you see, a contract is a legally binding document. Once you breach it, like I break la law, man. So then I not to take our own. Then you know can we take our own? Then that's fine. But once you breach it, until see you are, it's going to come at a cost. So you don't just jump in contract na kana. Ni kunya me. Ni kunya la aro. Kanya la aro. Kaya December ma. Ni yan bola dotted line she. And yeah. And see carbon extended.
Or you just come out he enjoyed this
At DMW, yeah. And
big.
Yeah. Yeah, location is Harun Zongo. Young John is at the I think even feels but it was under him. Yeah, even feels numbers are yeah.
So sometimes the only like anxious situation.
I come out here looking down here. Come on, Caesar Israel, for example. Was it really necessary for you to join Fansgaran Kuma?
Well, personally, I think that it was not needed because Fansgaran Kuma bought a record label. Fansgaran Kuma need the last support, man. Because Fansgaran part level, he can't be funding himself for certain things.
And to begin with, the man who break my way with.
I think Artiste music. Yeah, what that break.
Like,
well, some personal issues.
I
don't hear you talking about dry.
No, our business.
No, I understand. No, me, speaking that my issue because like should I say my boss, me that took the first one. We organized the program. That was for Face of SHS. So, and she's the type that legally.
Simple.
So, if you don't understand it,
you
understand. So, on I could call it, not knowing that she had registered her own program without name.
Then
Face of SHS now. So by that time we didn't really know much about those things. Like maybe
copyright to allow hours, man.
Let's say if he doesn't register, so you not
register.
Yeah. Understand that we went ahead, we made flyers and everything. We trapped like stickers, boom. Then she contacted us. It was like We have to meet. Take me to police park. She told us that
You can't go ahead.
this is what she has done. We can't show it to what document. So in a way, come on, man, talk and you hear from man.
Oh, yeah, that's the right thing.
That's the name, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, so
Because then it's like more personal issues now.
That's not issue.
But like young artists in the man, they had like mindset from beginning man. And to find out the upcoming about them, they believe like if I am blowing, mommy record label for you, I am blowing. It's either you can try to be guaranteed.
based on
Good job that they black town like
So,
they can't put it on their own.
so one line of
So
man to
they
one
could
side.
have done it, but I don't know
But,
about soon again.
I don't know, Ben Shagman Jenny, there's this why I don't know why don't there many southern record labels come to this side and talk about artists because we have so many talented artists but record labels have pull back now talk about by some of them are having good numbers.
Artists in the band, become value. Yeah,
The promotion is the one
that promotion, artists now become value. Yeah, become value. My head in the sense that so good to do man, that and then we have good rest man. Your artists man, like Boku, they are just there. Boku gentlemen.
No, but deep way you cover because Garambanda can't do. Try brand new Valma, Ganazara Valma because
Nehru and the Nehru. They would have valued
he had a good song.
that we can win awards. He won awards. He had massive collaborations.
Like, let me give you an example. Like, come out Black Nation. Oguto no boy. Like, Oguto Chon boy. You understand? I said to you, go chairman. You can't go and do come out and perform the.
No.
Be staff. Can invest in it. Can be Oya. Can Asia.
What's
So that kind of benchmark and you shouldn't be still.
Oh, man, so but in all, Lavi Yamaza, my feeling come out like contract.
Contract, it will be everything is stipulated in the contract. Remember, most of the time they have image rights and all those things. But then, not the entire contracts, man.
But how do you book a contract, man? But you should know, like, working assets.
The big.
When you call it, it's a normal thing.
What do you call it?
It's a very normal thing. Or it's not normal.
Napoli strike come out.
It
depends on who you are.
When I came in Nigeria, couple bad on some skitty. People were complaining. People fans were complaining. But me as I come in like that, they didn't do contract, man. But you know, Sharon owner, man, you understand what I'm saying? You should try and
But I don't know.
Or maybe he felt that he was helping his people there.
It's a very.
But we can't believe because.
But mostly there are certain companies that they own. Come on, image rights, man. They own your image. Anything you have to do, Banny and Sule, it has to go through them. So, no owning. If you have a contract with certain people that they own the rights, man. I could tell you that the basic program, it has to pass through them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The young artists in the man record, I think it's a very broad venue. It's something that really needs looking into. And I think
Okay, but I don't know. In the song, record labels, maybe like the few record labels in like internally. Then the extravagant that how can a song to like the music, this song artist cinema that a song like investors for when you benefits.
you see, are there any record labels today?
There's one now.
Come on, dollar cycles. Do we even know if they are registered? Do we know the number of artists they have signed?
Okay.
Exactly. Apart from them, people me record labels. You took me management that been. So all that been under management of.
That's what I
All that been under management. They group more that been. Don't talk to me.
Those government one naira, but like I mean, apart from
I don't know whether they are
One
still
night
working
and so
together.
what them be.
Money.
Ndị bila nyere o-
No, they work together. They work.
No, they work together.
One dollar sign is wrong. They started. They started well. They started
But
well.
I think there's
Oh, took those air because it tentu kuya ri tawa to mention.
But we still have released a lot of videos.
Understand no boy
Yeah,
shema to you see Mariski Entertainment. On that side is right.
It's
But
right.
I told you see the answer.
okay.
Because
I think this there's one last thing Kandem point want us to look into. It has to do with some of the issues surrounding Nzongo Benoit, Mobile's death and all those things. It's like most of the artists go through certain things, but it's like I don't know if they are silenced or because even after Mobile's death, there was this lady, Obono YBNL Queen, YBNL Princess in Balama. After Mobile, she also came out to say a lot of things about being someone that going through under Olamide under YBNL. Ka Olamide Pahnando, ka Oparang Mana, Kanang de Binyara, and some of those things she was not able to say it until recently. So I don't know. Unwana, do we take the mental health of artists seriously?
I just said my mom, but I think
Yeah. You see, and if you notice that, no, you see the thing. If you notice, after Fadlan's show in Accra, then that became very young. He went low key for a very long time. It took a while before he came out, and come out something like that. It really hurt him. It really hurts him. And from Omar Mangba, from what in some of the things he has said in his interviews, there are now more pam. Like he was going through certain things at that point.
More than the hacker to my life. Wouldn't have expected being from neighbor shops and
People said certain things.
family.
Exactly.
People he didn't expect them to be excited.
You see,
But they still came out.
annually, if you look at it,
or have expected make them criticize maybe like
no, some of the criticism, but I criticize Oshama.
It's like after Oshu,
because I knew
you were still expecting that. Okay,
I knew come on artists cannot show kind of flop and like let's say like oh even though like rivalry man the big chunk wide about going Weezy way man definitely Weezy fans will hit hard and
No,
that
for
time
sure.
that time man la you talk baby then that could go the do umi maka sura kunye brako Africa fans ma ko bol mi da man she maka sister and fans fa ba hit na so um tell you rab
You see,
tell you rab expect something but maybe like
Banda year be yes. You see, in the interview I watched, in one of his interviews, he mentioned like after last show, some of the things that happened, and he mentioned another issue. After a former manager, Maxwell was released, then Kaito Ashanga, people were saying certain things that I think people mentioned like he was being ungrateful to Maxwell being Ashanga, and he said he had Maxwell Nigina or contact with child or contact with then coming neighbor fila, and he felt Maxwell could reach out to him from his interview, and he said, Emino
make a position about in a way
going against exactly. So he said personally, he would have feeling okay because I don't remember issue. Can to contact to Kamza, can contact money. It's going to make me feel in a certain way. So I don't know. I'm making reference to Fadlan because he has revealed certain things. But most artists go through things. Kabe year now. Mobad, he went through certain things. I think in one of Bella Shmuda interview, he mentioned that to extend Mobad and committed suicide. Lord Akuchang me, the chasing no, or I'm chasing Shaggy, Jinam or girlfriend and you, Kakbagu. Is now to pay like attention to Labiyama or to value him.
to Malay kama I used to mobile case ma or the pair when I was
but we didn't listen.
we didn't listen. So like in a way there wasn't even me. So didn't check out more times you know be speaking out man because until that come on be speaking out or I was
so that means to pay attention to it.
I had ambulance on for long case man. Oh, on show can we there are two. Even though like Shamni hits hard on him, but there are two Shabba could be on his own.
Yeah.
And that was his problem.
No. There was Jenny man could begin on Malba.
No
So
problem that from his interview, what he said was, let's say maybe Mina Puna Numbanana Taba. I understand that show man to the champion. At least he should have had people around him that like at least
But I'm talking motivation. What?
I understand. But it's like everybody was now against him as at that moment.
touching themselves.
Detaching themselves from him and all those stuff. Like Kafila like
The thing is,
so that was what made him. I don't know what Maxwell issue man. It was like I don't know. It's like Maxwell had some issues before he was even released because mommy issues happened. You know, I can remember like Falan was out of the record labels. Like immediately they
when that bam.
they got that ban Maxwell. Man. So I don't know whether that was what Maxwell had. Then maybe like over to Yinaka feel no oh.
You know,
But you see-
management.
Management,
So
yeah.
the current band, I Maxwell when I was
Kana.
Banzara.
The brand manager like Fernanda Malo personal manager. Can I change that be?
Well, like, mommy, it's like what happened to you that he was relating it to not GMTL.
After one bunk pan Maxwell.
After one part Maxwell. Wonder any if it's to mention street face.
This film,
I understand. And Wisha was always involving
GMTL.
So always. So people pick the side on Wisha that or maybe like he's still into the management like after maybe people was not
See, but then yeah,
yeah.
is it what do you think are the best ways to for artists to relay their concerns? Come on, go through something. What's the best way to say it? Because on year legila ni. Tenu ko bo por la gila. Tenu do mine zo ma go you know.
Move out, oh issue, even with some of his songs.
Yeah,
You
you
feel that
yeah,
he
you
things about himself.
but tenu ko bo por la gila man.
Now, really, someone.
Tenu mila ama piano.
You can't say anything in music like fast about the quality, but Bumble Shambel by friends audience and Sabrina. Shambel and like
So,
life in general.
Afro depression. Nka omale mun ya so mun ne
Most of the artists, you know, but Jacob is not to clear. They believe silence is always
the best.
Like, now I do it. I'm maybe concerning from that many much from here. I just come out, probably just make a post. I understand. Even if I've been joining this station, just make a post. Address something, just see something. But address a bitch.
Sometimes I check out our keeper of silence, man. In addressing like
Yes, you are giving attention to them. Address best attention.
Come be addressing it because
How
as
did
an
I-
artist said that come
I understand it. So he opened you know, that contact so comes out now. You could have reached out or address. I understand it. Maybe but no closer to Maxwell. They can talk to him. Oh, this one Falan is saying. This how he's feeling. I understand. And concerning no booking show, man, don't have to go in like I want to believe. Oh, he doesn't have. He has friends. That team member, because team will encourage you. My friends, man, they will just
No, but
by time to do with you. I understand it. But me, I'm just saying because what he was talking about. I think your team will back you up.
Don't try
Will
to
back you up. You
at
understand?
least
He has friends.
let you know that you've done your best.
He
well,
has friends. He doesn't have a team like that. Because flop show now, artist now, she has no record. I'm here that channel here for the now the stage man, so
can the numbers matter? Come on now.
So why
you know the one who started?
how would I hear he learned that one? He loves
Yeah,
it.
sure.
He has to get the doctor.
And you should expect it.
Yeah, as
You
an
should
artist.
expect it. Even though you have to.
Even life in general.
Life in
it's also
general, life in
something
general.
I expect.
I understand. I don't come on top plans. I know you know love. He should expect it. I understand. But he should know about who he is.
Well,
As a
well,
team.
when it
I think I'm at the back of your mind, Paul, and too long flop, but then help out.
can help us put more effort.
Because
Go,
complete sense need to sense.
oh, yeah, 18th, Little Lamb, 18th November, 18th November, Little Lamb Stadium, amazing concert. Right to our bill. It's a bit in there.
She didn't compare it.
So label don't know like it helps artist level.
Mm.
I could join it very long. That's when I'm being tormented ground. Because you live about food. They are my main
Yeah.
They have
The song the show. The song.
They benefit. You can even be under a record label. At the end of the day, a contract is expired. Then the upper right is soon. You can now start producing new Benjamin. And you can now own that one. You don't want to own it. So at the end of the day, you don't own our masters. I have to boy out to now. Bago catalog.
Yeah, catalog, yeah.
Price. Bumper day with royalties in the future. The record label is
So, Bernard, I think to come now the end of today's edition, and I don't know. Before I say Chang Benoit Mboma, Fadlan Benoit Mboma, amazing concert on the 18th of November, Ali Mama Sports Stadium. Get fee margin 30 min 50. I don't
want to afford.
So Benoit Dwala kinda. VI man Dwala kinda.
No, man.
Number I'm calling. You went down. I don't mean I know.
You can't tell him that support fun now. The new generation now, but every day down now. Generation.
Which to the pair with Rich Kid Bar album Mada, and it's making a lot of numbers. Open young got 500,000 1 million plays on audio mark. And 20 from what I saw, 24 hours he made more than 500,000 plays. And it's
better for million. Digitally, they are now getting it now.
yes.
Digital matter.
So I think we have come to the end of today's edition. For me personally, most of our artists contracts are legal binding. So no kuta contract ka will carry chance to sign and to breach it, he can take you on. So the button adding your contract, can you need this swara kadi on you know your numbers man in the payment, can you feel it, can you sign that? Now you need to get a lawyer back because the Pambela legal language, no, a layman will not understand things like that. And when I say if you are gullible, people are going to take advantage of you. Okay, meaning I could no mistake when but I could tell opportunities, man. So I think artists should pay attention to that, and also their mental health is very important. I'm being healthy. You cannot give us nice. You can't give us good music. And if you don't lay out your concerns, you can't me around the gilane. So take my pain away. And so basically, as an artist, if you are going through certain things, take some time off, relax, man. If you are okay, then calm now. And for we the music lovers too, I think sometimes artists we need to cut them some slack. Sometimes we have so much expectations for them, and it's not easy. Because going to back to back. And sometimes it's no chang, sometimes you chang down, and it's normal. That's life. So basically, that's just what me I have to say. So before we end, I'd just like to say a very big thank you to our viewers and to our subscribers. Keep subscribing, keep sharing our videos and everything. And you know, we are always going to come up with mad content, entertaining and hot issues. Don't go channel to discuss with. Yeah, that's what we're always going to do.
Drop me a comment.
Yeah, and you can also
drop me a
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll look into
One part of quiz is fine.
Yeah, we'll look into everything and we want to just give you quality content every time. Yeah. So just keep subscribing and keep sharing everything. You know. So and if I said this thing the last night, I'll say it again. To surprising with like superstar guests. So who knows? Just keep follow us. Who knows your favorite artist or celebrity might pass through. So I would like to thank my partners in crimes and the guys behind the camera, then everyone. So until next time, I think it's a wrap.